Lauren from A Girl and Her Wool here. So today is Tuesday, November 16th. I just finished my workout. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm off from work today. I was off yesterday and I'm also off tomorrow. So a nice little long weekend here with not too many plans, which is kind of nice. Thanksgiving is next week, so that will be a little crazy, but kind of have these quiet days off. A lot of the times I've taken off from work this year have been because like things are going on with the business, and so it makes it really crazy, but I'm really excited that it was like kind of a quiet, like long weekend. The reason I took off was just because I have days to burn. Essentially, we're getting close to the end of the year and I'm basically not working for the rest of the year, which is nice. But yeah, so anyway, yesterday I showed clips from yesterday, so really kind of want to just kind of put context to this whole behind the scenes. So in these 3 days, I'm really hoping to wrap up the December shop update. So it's really early in the month, it's only the 16th, but with Thanksgiving coming and the end of the year coming, it's kind of nice if I can just get all this done this week and then have the time on Thanksgiving and not feel like I have to do a lot. I'll still have to do yarn clubs around then, so I won't have to stress about managing Thanksgiving, yarn clubs, and the shop update. I'll just have like 2 of the 3. And then also I'm just hoping to like really start I have ideas for what I want to do for next year, and I just need time to sit and hash all of that out. So yeah, so the goal for these 3 days was to really kind of finish up for the December shop update. So last week I dyed up a whole bunch of yarn. Yesterday I was kind of doing a lot of ball banding, and I actually had never finished it for the November shop update just because I was also doing advents at that time. So I got so everything that's like currently in stock has ball band on it, which means that when orders come in, I literally just have to pull it from the rack and put it in an envelope and ship it, which is nice. And so yeah, so that's kind of what I did yesterday. I also, which took a lot longer than I expected, I also prepped yarn that I need to dye today and did some kind of behind the scenes work too. Anyway, so the goal for today is to finish up the dyeing. So I have a couple of colors I want to dye and then like a couple of random things that I need to also kind of throw in there. So yeah, today will be about the dyeing, and then tomorrow, Wednesday, which is like my last day off from work, will be all about just finishing up the ball banding for what I dyed today, and then creating the listings and getting those all set and ready to go. So I'm really gonna get ahead here, which is nice, and then again I can focus on yarn clubs for December, the Thanksgiving, and then kind of prepping for 2022. So I'm hoping to have kind of some new things and want to just hash out all of those details, including the 2022 clubs. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna start dyeing probably in a little bit. I just need to eat breakfast first, and I need to just prep a little bit more yarn. So yeah, so that's kind of my day today. I also have meal prep I need to do because I just went grocery shopping yesterday, so I haven't done my weekly meal prep. So dyeing in the morning, and then this afternoon will be mystery minis and food prep. So again, it's like not a super stressful like working all the time type of thing. It's really just been like a subdued few days, which is really nice. It's nice to like enjoy things and not feel like you're 10 steps behind and just like, I just want to be done with this and that. So anyway, that's kind of the plan. So yeah, you're getting some sneak peeks behind me of, oh no, that's not a sneak peek, that's someone's order that needs to get packaged up. Not a sneak peek, those are colors you've seen before, but there is a new gradient set behind. No, it's like over here, and I don't think you can see them, but maybe you can. If you can see them, then you're getting a sneak peek of one of December's gradient sets. But anyway, I am going to go, and again, I'll keep showing some clips. One thing that's really helpful, and I actually didn't start it, so this month is kind of like all about getting in the habit of starting it, but I've been doing some time tracking with my business. So I might have shown this kind of here and there, but I have like all the different categories. So there's like, YouTube is going right now, right? Because I'm filming a video for YouTube. There's everything else, basically what it doesn't have a bucket. I must have created that last, so I'll put it there first. There's restock, shipping, yarn clubs, social media, shop update, and then everything else. And this has been really helpful, like especially like when I'm doing yarn clubs, for example. Yarn clubs I've been tracking for a couple of months now, like that was me getting into the habit of it. And it's really helpful because I know now how long it actually takes me to prep the yarn for yarn clubs. I also know how long it takes me to dye the yarn for yarn clubs and then to do the shipping. So like when I'd be like, oh, I just need to go package the yarn club orders, that'll only take me 1 hour. But in actuality, it takes me like 4 hours. So it's just like way more helpful for my planning to like know how long all that's taking. And then it's just like from the YouTube perspective, it's just like interesting to track like how long things are taking. So I've been tracking like shipping, like how long does it take me to ship orders every day. And again, I should start to see that coming down because like the ball bands are all done, and I'm now considering that part of like the shop update. So I can see how long shop updates take, how long like I'm spending doing restocks, meaning like should I be doing more for the shop updates, and then social media, because things you don't think about taking a long time, like there's so much more than just dyeing yarn that goes into a hand dyed yarn business. And social media, like me posting about those advent minis, I think I spent like an hour doing that, and it's like one lousy post. So anyway, it's just like good to know how long all that takes, like where do I need to be more efficient, where, you know, and that kind of thing. So that's been really interesting to track. It's also nice to kind of calculate hourly wages and see, you know, am I, you know, is this doing such and such thing worth my time and that kind of thing. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out as well. So I started the YouTube clock a little bit late, so I'll add like, you know, I have the timer going on the clock. I can add a few minutes onto there. But yeah, so I've been trying to do that. Again, this month has more been about remembering and getting into the habit of doing it. But it's been really interesting to see. So it's kind of nice. Like it's one of those things where your phone tells you how much time you spend on Instagram and all of that stuff. Like, don't look. But this is like helpful and all of that stuff. And it's good to know like, oh, you know, oh, I'm just gonna go quickly post on social media about, you know, how I have mystery minis up. And then it's like an hour later. So really, really helpful, especially like I schedule my days out. I do a lot of to-do lists, but then I also like to like hour by hour schedule my day, and to know these things is like tremendously helpful, because then I know, okay, I have 4 hours, all I'm gonna get done is shipping yarn clubs today. Or like, oh, I have like, and I'm learning like more and more about how much time dyeing takes, like dyeing a batch of yarn. I mean, certain colors take longer just depending on what they are, but I don't know, I'm finding like my time, I've been more and more efficient, which is funny because just yesterday my mom was like, how is your business going? You like don't seem like you're doing as much. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting more efficient with it. So, and this has been a big part of helping with that, because instead of me being like, oh, I can get shipping done tomorrow night, like after work, that's no big deal, and then like I'm up all night, versus like, oh, let me do like some of it now and some of it, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, I'm yammering on, so I'm gonna go have breakfast, and it's officially 9 o'clock now, so gonna go eat some breakfast and then go dye the yarn. on. So I just invaded Nacho on the couch. He was laying here himself enjoying things, his nap. I have a hand knit blanket here that he likes to lay on. Anyway, so it is now 5 o'clock on the dot. And actually, where's my phone? I need to stop the timer because I just finished that up. I think I started around 4:30. So yeah, I was just doing getting the mystery minis done for those to go out tomorrow. So I have a lot of entries for today in terms of working on my business. Again, this is just tracking for my business, but a lot of things on there. But in total, it was 5 hours, 4 hours and 57 minutes. So again, an easier day. Again, these 3 days that I'm off from work, they're not stressful. I'm just kind of being productive. But yeah, so I put 5 hours into the day, and kind of technically I should be timing right now because I'm doing YouTube stuff. Again, I'm just like getting the hang of this, but I really do like doing it because it's really interesting to see. So yeah, so what my day was today was I checked in this morning. I ended up doing prepping some of those mystery minis. Again, there have been quite a few orders coming in on them. It's just that time of year. Plus I have kind of that promotion going on where if you buy essentially 20, you get 25 in your pack. So I think I talked about that earlier, but anyway, so yeah, so I was kind of getting those done this morning. I think I was doing like making some minis too, because all the orders have been coming in. I wanted to make sure my stash of mystery mini stays full, and also like there's good variety to like mix and match them for people. So I ended up finishing the dyeing today for the December shop update, which is exciting. Again, it's super early. So anyway, so yeah, so I got so again, it's really early because it's only the 16th of the month. The shop update is the first Saturday in December, so that will be December 4th at 10 a.m. at agirlandherwool.com. So all the yarn for December is dyed for that ready to ship update. So again, I wanted it done early because of the holidays, and then I want to start doing some 2022 prep. And then so I finished that dyeing. I actually took a lunch break, and during lunch I ended up doing all of my meal prep for the week. So I don't know if people are interested in food, seeing meal prep in day in the lives, but or food in general, I never show it because I have like I don't like cooking. To me, it's a chore. We do eat like 99% of our meals at home because you know, that's what we do, but I hate cooking. So I feel like I am like a college cook. Like I cook a lot of college food. So what I eat is not very interesting. I am very picky also, so I eat kind of the same thing over and over again. But I made taco meat for so we can have tacos. So for our lunches, I have chicken in the crock pot that I actually need to go pull, so like to make pulled chicken sliders. So I need to go pull that, and also want it to cool so we can pack it up tonight. And then so those are our lunches for the week. And then I also made some hard-boiled eggs, which I've been eating as like my afternoon snack to have like more protein and to not like pick on snacks, especially being home. It's like so easy to pick on snacks. So I did that. I also roasted some potatoes with like the everything seasoning, so that was good because I had some this afternoon. I also roasted cauliflower, and then I made overnight oats for my breakfast for the rest of the week, so my husband will be on his own for breakfast for the rest of the week. And then I think that's it. but that was a lot. So yeah, got all of that cooking done, and then went back up to the dye studio, finished dyeing again. I ended up dyeing a whole bunch of minis again, mystery minis again, just because I want to keep that stock there. So I did that, and then after that, while I was doing that, actually my husband cleaned up all of the cooking that I did, which was really nice. And then I went and did an errand, and then I was doing the mystery minis, and here we are. So see, time flies. We have another errand we need to do later. My husband's MacBook keyboard. Nacho's coming over and Pie's still under the blanket. Do you know where Pepe is? Can you find Pepe? Did you hear Pie? You can lay down. You can both lay on a cushion, believe it or not. They never lay together. So anyway, that was the day today. So all the hard work is pretty much done. Again, I have one more day off from work, which is tomorrow. So my plan for that is to do all of like the behind the scenes of the shop update. So I had photographed some already, and I did ball bands on some of the colors that I had dyed up last week. So I need to do that for the colors I dyed today, and then I also need to do all the listings. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I have orders that need to get all these minis. I need to like actually, you know, print the shipping labels and bring them over. I'll probably physically bring them to the post office just because I have to go there anyway. So I won't be like rushed in the morning to get them done before the pickup time. My mail gets picked up at like 9:30 in the morning, so it doesn't give me much time. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow, get that done as early as possible, and then have a veg day. Again, all the cooking's done for the week, so I won't have to do any of that. And I'll just have to enjoy myself. And I have 4 whips currently on the needles. That's right, 4. So I'm going to show you guys those tomorrow. So I'm excited to show you guys that. And that is it. I'm going to cut it off here. Again, we have another errand we need to do. I think Nacho interrupted that. My husband's laptop keyboard is broken, and we need to bring it in to be fixed. So I have like an hour before I need to make our salads for dinner. Oh, that's the other thing I cooked. Did he put that away too? Oh my gosh, I think he put that away too. That's the other thing. I cooked the chicken for our salads for this week. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here for like an hour. I've been binge watching Gilmore Girls, so I'll probably watch one of those and work on one of my projects here. I have a pair of vanilla socks that I think I just need to like cast off the first one and then do the toe of the next one so it's ready as a vanilla sock again. So I'll probably do that, and then that won't take me the whole hour. So then I'll just work on something else, and yeah, I'll show you all of that tomorrow. So anyway, that's the end of Tuesday. Again, I put 5 hours in, but I also did all of that meal prep, which was nice, and kind of just work slow and not rushing through everything, as well as mystery minis take forever to do. So really productive day, and yeah, that is it. I will see you guys tomorrow. So it is now Wednesday afternoon. It's about 12:45, and I packaged up all of those mystery minis, so you saw them kind of all laid out. So I got all of those orders out. I just got back from the post office, so I have an empty queue again, which is always such a great feeling. So yeah, so all orders are currently out. Again, I went to the post office, had another errand to do, and that was my morning. I slept in, I did a long workout. So yeah, so I wanted to show you guys my current projects because I very rarely have things to show in terms of projects. And then I also figured I would just kind of end the vlog then. So the last thing I wanted to do before going back to work tomorrow is finish ball banding the December yarn and doing the listings for them. But I also wanted to give myself some time off, so I'm going to not do that. It's already Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, I could even do it this weekend and it's not that much work. Again, I still have a couple of weeks even before the shop update, so I want to give myself the time off. So I'm gonna sit and have some lunch. I haven't had any coffee yet today, so I wanted to have that with lunch, and then yeah, just relax this afternoon, watch TV or read a book and work on some projects. So I'll show you 3 out of my 4 current whips because the last one is a pair of vanilla socks that I'm knitting out of a sock blank, and so I'm filming a separate sock blank vlog, and I actually last night just cast off the first sock, so that was nice. And I started the toe, so I think I want to get the toe, you know, done so it's a vanilla sock again, so that way if we go to the movies or if I'm reading or whatever, I have that ready to go. So I'm going to show you the other 3 projects. 1 sock, which I think you guys have seen before, and then 2 sweaters that I talked about in my project planning video, and they're cast on, and so I'll show you the progress on those. So let's flip you around and look at the projects. Okay, so 1 sock that I'll show you guys, and I thought this might be nicer. The shadows are probably going to be weird, but this way it doesn't like focus on my face or whatever. It would be nice to show it this way. So the lighting is just going to be terrible, but this is the Candles and Coffee socks, which is a pattern by Julia from the Happy Knitting podcast, and I'm knitting them out of my Driftwood colorway. So a really pretty tonal color, and you can see it has the variegation. It's like a reddish brown and gray color. And here's kind of the skein here. So this is one of the colors of the month for November. So there is skeins in stock right now, but then you can also order any size skeins. So if you do socks with 50s or 50-gram skeins or 75 or whatever, you can order that as well. But anyway, so I am part way up the leg. Of course, I started talking into the camera, so Nacho came down. But yeah, the heel is done. I'm partway up the leg. So the way I do my socks is I make the foot obviously to fit me, and then the leg I do the same length. So that's how I kind of measure it. So when I get close to the toe, that's kind of when I start doing the ribbing. So I have a few, looks like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more repeats of the pattern. Again, I mentioned this before, but I'm doing this toe up. It is a sock cuff down pattern, which basically means that when I wear my sock, it will be like upside down, but that doesn't bother me. So if you were to knit this, technically your cuff would be here and the pattern would look like that, but again, I don't care. So that is the first project I'm working on. Again, it's a fairly kind of easy to memorize pattern, so while it's not a vanilla sock, it is kind of can be mindless, but still, you know, something different. So I think after I finish the toe on my vanilla sock, I'm gonna try and finish this sock and then cast on the next toe. My next one that I have not worked on too much because I'm into the other sweater that I'll show you, and I think I just have yarn. I'm alternating skeins on this project, and so just all the yarn is here, but you'll get an idea. But this is the pink. I know the needles are banging around. This is the pink Fizz sweater, which is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. This is my canopy colorway. I don't think it's showing up very well. It's like a blue-green. Nacho now joined us and is on my lap. So you might see furry paws. Oh, and he's gone. So it's like a blue-green color, again, a tonal color that, you know, has some lighter and darker parts with the blues. This is made to pair woodland, which you will see in a second. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like all skeined up. This pattern calls for fingering weight yarn held with mohair, and I'm actually just using my sport base, which is a new base. Right now it's only available as a custom order, so you can order this base, but I don't have any ready to ship right now. And so that's what I'm using. It's a really nice base. It is so squishy. I'm really enjoying working with it, and this is going to be such a cozy sweater. It is a superwash merino nylon blend, so if you want to use it for socks, that would work too, so they'll hold up well with the nylon. But yeah, it is so bouncy and nice. So I'm really enjoying this as well. It is a split hem pattern, so you kind of work on the front hem and then the back hem, and then you join them in the round. So I'm about 3 rows into it. You can kind of start to see some of that lace pattern here. So it has like a lace pattern on either side, and then it's stockinette in the middle. And so yeah, I'm about 3 rows into it. And yeah, so I'll probably pick that up, but I'm also working on a more complicated pattern, and I feel like while I have the energy to work on it, that's what I should be working on, and then when I'm tired of it or frustrated by it, that's when I'll kind of switch around. But I've been really into this one, and this is the All of the Lights pattern. I'm not going to be able to show it all. Let's see. Let me hold it up and like pan over it, and then I'll kind of put it down and talk about it. Okay, so this is it. I'm currently working down the front of one side. So this is like the shoulder. That's really how it goes. So it has a really interesting construction with how you do it. So I'm using woodland on, I'm using my woodland colorway on DK. I'll flip it around so you can see the pattern a little bit more. But it's just a super cable-y and lacy pattern. You have like lace sections and different kinds of cables in there. And yeah, so I'm working down one of the fronts right now. It's not completely joined in the round. These stitches that on the bottom here are on waste yarn as a holder, and then these are also, there's other stitches like here on a holder and here on a holder, and I'm just kind of working down. So yeah, and then the back of it is this part. So you can start to see where I kind of came down the back, and then you get like cool cables along the shoulders, and then yeah, so eventually once I finish the 2 fronts, I think then we'll join it like under the arm and go in the round, or not in the round, but like flat, because it is an open cardigan. And so yeah, so woodland is a pretty colorful yarn. You kind of see it there. You get like all of the colors of the rainbow in there, but it's overall not crazy, and I think that that worked really well with this pattern. I talked about this in the project planning, but the way this, I feel like typically for this pattern, you would be like, oh, well, you'd want to see all of the lace work and all of the cables, so you'd want to use a tonal yarn. But Hohi designed this pattern, and if I didn't say it, it's called All of the Lights, with a pretty rainbow speckled yarn, and I love how it looks with all the intricate designs. And yeah, and I mean, you still see it, of course, you know, you kind of have the yarn playing off of the designs. But yeah, let me flip it back around and see how much I can show you. Okay, so yeah, you can see it pretty good here. So again, this is like one of the shoulders, this is kind of the neck, and then we start working down the back. So there's some cable section, lace section, more cables, and then kind of the mirror on the other side. And then over here is where I'm starting to work down the front. So yeah, you have like the cables, the lace again, and kind of a textured pattern here. So yeah, I'm using my DK weight yarn, so it's making it kind of go faster, but again, you're keeping track of all the different charts and everything, so it's not the most straightforward pattern. In terms of like sitting to work on it, you definitely need like your notes out and the pattern and your stitch counters and all of that, but because it's DK, it's making it like go faster, and I've just been really addicted to working on it. So again, while I'm into it, I want to keep working on it because I know at some point I'm gonna be sick of it and just want something simpler, and so that's when I'll kind of switch back to the pink fizz or something else. But yeah, so maybe I won't work on the socks and I'll work on this for a little bit first, because it's been a few days since I've worked on it, just because I haven't been, you know, knitting as much. We went to the movies a couple of times, and so I worked on the vanilla socks there. And then last night we were out doing an errand late, so I didn't knit. And yeah, so probably continue working down this front. I think I'm almost at a stopping point for it. Again, I'm kind of, you work down the back and the front, and so I'm assuming it's gonna kind of join together at some point. So yeah, that is that. So yeah, let me know what you guys are working on down below. As you know, it gets colder around here. We're kind of like going a little bit past peak fall foliage. We have, last week was when everything kind of became the bright red, orange, and yellows. So now there's just a lot of leaves on the ground everywhere, but it's still pretty. But definitely in that cozy, getting into fall type of weather. Definitely starting to dry out and everything already. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have some lunch and wrap up this vlog. And so I hope you guys like seeing some behind the scenes, some craft projects. Yeah, let me know what you're working on, and I will keep you guys updated on these projects. I also need to like be better about photographing progress and sharing on Instagram, but do what we can, right? So so yeah, the shop again is stocked with the November colors of the month. You can also order custom orders with the November colors of the month through November 30th, and then they come down. And yeah, just kind of stay tuned for more fun things going on in the shop, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.